Talk about leadership. Oftentimes here at UWC Isaac Japan, we talk about leadership not as a position or a title, but really a practice that all of us can be leaders in some shape or form. And again, it doesn't mean you're student body president. It doesn't mean you're a lawyer or a doctor. It really means that you have the capacity as a young person or as a person in general to do something special and to do something important. Talk about some of the leadership experiences that you've had here at UWC Isaac Japan that you feel are definitely have made you a different person, or through that leadership experience, it's like that's a wow moment. Like, this is the difference here. I know that's a little bit of a tough question, but looks like you look like you're itching at this. Yeah, let's
give it a try.
Start it up. Yeah.
So when you were making the question, the first thing that came to my mind was when I had the chance to organize this trip for grade 11 last year to Takasaki and to Takasaki to see like Saku and stuff, and it was an amazing opportunity for you to get in touch with your teachers, with your peers, and organize this trip for the community. And of course, like my class project is Kandopo, and we aim to improve the emotional and psychological well-being of the community. And like leading like this activity gave me the chance to improve the emotional well-being of the community. And you can tell when we get like the whole grade to get to another city, and all of them getting excited and happy because they're getting to know the world, you know? So yeah, those kind of experiences are really, really, really cool.
Tell me one thing also about leadership that you didn't know, or that you were kind of surprised about, like, oh, wow, that was tougher than I thought, to lead that or to organize that. Anything that kind of stuck out for you?
Something amazing about leadership is that it's not always by yourself. And teamwork is an important fact, an important thing that you have to consider when leading something. And that's something that I learned here in UWC Isaac, because you have the chance to share with other young leaders. And that just brings up amazing ideas that is just extraordinary.
Good. Mana, Eric, which one's next? Mana's going. Okay, she's ready. She's ready.
I think it's really interesting. It's kind of opposite to what I thought, because for me, I thought leadership is about all about engaging with other people, working on something with other people. But turned out it's more about knowing yourself and knowing what you're good at and what you're bad at. Because before I came here, I barely knew about anything about myself. So I wasn't really sure about what I can do or what I cannot do. But then through the leadership classes in G10 and G11 CAS project, I felt like I was more aware of what I'm good at. So that in that way I can contribute to the teamwork and everything, using my strengths and weakness sometimes.
That's an interesting point, because I'll say this about all three of you as I sit in front of you. As I've seen all of you grow, the one thing that I would agree with Mano on is I've seen all three of you come into your own, to really feel confident about who you are, what your goals and ambitions are, and really starting to shape how you're going to get there. And sure, there's still going to be challenges. There's still going to be things that you fail at and that you'll learn from. But that's the exciting part. And when I think about what sets Isaac apart, is that you have those opportunities to get to know self, to get to know each other, but understand your strengths and weaknesses and go from there. So that's a really, really good point. Along with, your idea that, about teamwork, because you realize also leadership is not about doing it by yourself. And if you think that, you're not going to be successful. You got to figure out a way to get everybody going on the same
That's right.
team. Yeah. Eric, you've had all this time. We gotta have a good one. They're waiting for you.
All right. So to be honest, I wasn't really into leadership and before I came to Isaac.
Yeah.
But of course, G10 they had a leadership program, and I was in that. And then I had the honor of leading badminton as well as leading snow. And through these experiences, I started to realize that, or at least for me personally, that leadership is different for everyone. The way I lead might be different than the way you lead. And whatever we're leading, these could take different paths, completely different paths, and it's totally okay. And you know, sometimes I find that leadership can be pretty complicated.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
A lot
it
harder
is.
than I
Yes.
thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's a pretty wonderful opportunity to have.
Yeah, no, and I think that's something I think as a school, and it, you know, one of the things I hope we continue to do at Isaac is we understand we still have a lot to work on. And when you talk about leadership, I think oftentimes we can glorify leadership, but you're hitting right straight, you know, directly on the head when you said, you know, there's some pain involved in leadership.
for sure.
oftentimes. There's a confidence hit. I mean, you know, it looks like sometimes I got all this confidence in the world. Working with UWC Isaac students, my confidence gets shot a lot. I'm like, oh man, what was I thinking? But that's the fun thing about, you know, being at a school like this, that even when you're, you know, sometimes when you have bad days, there's always someone around to pick you up. There's always someone around to make you feel better. And I've never seen a community as nice as ours. I really think this is a wonderful community as far as gratitude and appreciation. So really see that as a unique aspect too.